My name is Patricia Keelan, and I'm CEO for CommUnify. CommUnify's mission is to provide education and supportive services to our most vulnerable residents here in Santa Barbara County so that they can achieve self-sufficiency, a sense of dignity and well-being, and ultimately thrive. CommUnify's short-term goal is to complete our 5-year strategic plan. We're currently entering our 5th year of the 5-year plan, and we're focused on implementing a new universal intake process to ensure that every individual or family, as soon as they come to us, they will be referred to every program they are eligible to receive. And that way, we can ensure that they receive all of the services that they're eligible for and ensure that they are having every opportunity presented to them so that they can meet their long-term goals. CommUnify's long-term goal is to create a seamless system of care for our clients. We want to ensure that we are taking a whole individual, whole family approach to ensure that they are receiving all of the services that they are eligible to receive, and ultimately ensure that they meet their long-term goals and become self-sufficient. CommUnify has been working with CCEDA on several different projects. One of our most recent projects is the completion of our 3-year community needs assessment. That needs assessment is critical in our planning process and continuous quality improvement process. And what CCEDA was able to do, which I think is really very special in the nonprofit world, is to sit down with us, really listen to what our needs are and what we were looking to accomplish with this needs assessment in the community. They helped to provide a content expert that partnered with us to create a community needs survey. We surveyed our clients, the community, our stakeholders, our board members, and they were able to work with us to compile that information into a comprehensive needs assessment that we are now going to use to create our 2-year community action plan. And next year, it'll be the foundation for our next 5-year strategic plan.
One of the challenges that CommUnify was facing is capacity. As you know, in the nonprofit world, data is king. And what we were finding is that we needed to have very specific information when it pertaining to asset mapping needs, financial needs. So we needed to depend on somebody who would be able to accurately gather that information so that we could have informed decisions, identify key partners, and be able to move forward with the process with data that was important to us. I reached out to CCEDA for 2 services, the first one being asset mapping for housing. One of the things that our department is tasked with is identifying affordable housing resources, and we needed support in order to be able to get that information and be able to help our families navigate through that complex situation. Also, we have reached out and partnering with CCEDA to help us do a digital equity survey for our seniors in the community. That information will help us decide how we will deliver those services, what financial supports are needed, as well as identifying key partners after we get all of that information. The service has absolutely helped us address the need that we were having. CCEDA and CommUnify partnership allow us to get the crucial information that was needed so we could add that to our strategic plan. Also, it is informative so that we can have services to be able to be delivered into the community, and also to have the data for our grant writing and capacity building partnerships. I would highly encourage other agencies to partner with CCEDA. They are able to do a lot of the heavy lifting that many of us as nonprofits don't have the capacity or the financial resources to do so. As mentioned, data is essential when it comes to making decisions, when it comes to identifying partners, and also when it comes to seeking financial support for the expansion and identifying the needs within your own community.
I am Roberto Barragan, Executive Director of the California Community Economic Development Association, CCEDA. CCEDA's mission is to empower organizations serving people of color and others to create economic opportunity and social equity in low and moderate income communities. Most recently, CCEDA has worked with CommUnify of Santa Barbara, the Northern California Indian Development Council, and the Calaveras Mariposa Community Action Agency to complete community needs assessments that included surveys, local focus groups, and information gathering to support the completion of the community needs assessment. In addition, we're currently working with CommUnify to implement a senior citizens digital assessment study that will look at how best to serve senior citizens to connect them to the internet. And we are in the process of working with the Community Action Partnership of San Bernardino to look at vacant real estate, adjacent real estate, and how to develop a plan to build more permanent supportive housing for homeless in San Bernardino. CCEDA has been very fortunate to be able to work with these organizations and other organizations in Santa Cruz and Sonoma to help look at other real estate opportunities and be able to implement real estate development scenarios that those communities desperately need. CCEDA was a community action agency and community action partnerships in order to help them expand beyond the frontline anti-poverty work these incredible organizations are doing today. In partnership with the California Community Services and Development Division, we seek new ways to provide important technical assistance, important skill building, important capacity building that will help these organizations move the needle on issues around homelessness, affordable housing, and provision of community services.